this bit of wood's full of knots, like, so it'll be ideal for this thing, just to test it. Right, that's a tune for big wood. Let it curl off for a while. Guys, if you don't know how to, I know some people don't like tuning their own saws, they'd rather take it to a dealer and let him do it, but you are better off learning. Just put the time in and the effort just to learn how to tune your motor, tune the carburetor. How I do it is exactly how Buchan Billy Ray does it. I give it as little idle as possible. I find that sweet spot with the responsiveness of the trigger on the low jet, and where she'll tick over nicely, and she's got plenty of power right from that little touch of the trigger. And then once I've found that low jet where it's happy at, just listen to the motor. You'll feel it run different, and just keep an eye on that exhaust, and just to keep an eye of how much smoke's coming out, and the smell. The smell's also important, depending on what kind of oil you use. I use a 2-stroke motocross oil in mine. And I'm running 33 to 1. No, is that right? Yeah, that's right. 33 to 1 I'm running, and I run that in my modern saws and these saws. And there's a distinct smell of that of the oil I use, and it's kind of like a sweet smell, a weird sweet smell. That's how I can tell it's burning properly. And I always, when it's cool, I always touch the exhaust outlet with my finger just to check how much oil it's spewing out. But at the minute she's rich on the high end. At the last video she was a bit lean because I was only cooking low wood, but I want to get her dialed in for big wood, and she seemed to like that there, so she was still a bit rich while she was cutting, like, but I definitely felt a power increase. Plus when it's warm out, you want it a bit rich on that high end. The only thing I've got left to do is to seal that oil cup cover with some Permatex. Just get it cleaned up and put some Permatex on, and then get it sealed up. And then that is this saw finished, ready to go. Tell you what though, it's a really nasty saw, like, compared to the 800, the Pro Mac 800, Super Pro Mac 800, it's totally different. It's a totally different kettle of fish, this saw, compared to that one. Different power altogether. I just want to let it idle for a bit more and let them rings seat in a bit more. I'll let them seat in all of it again, and then she'll get a bit more compression. Not that she hasn't got a lot, because she has. But letting it tick over, some nice oil and nice fuel and oil in it. That will definitely increase the compression here the more she runs. Tell you what, I'll do the finger test now on the exhaust outlet. Yeah, she is. That's it there. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. I'll wipe the hand clean, or my finger clean, and I'll do it again. Right, that little touch there. I don't know if you can see that. There. She's a little bit. She's still running rich, but that's a good thing when it's warm. And it ain't much. It's not like it's pouring out of there. But yeah, if you do all these little checks, just keep an eye on things. And always listen to that 4-stroking when you rev her up, make sure she's warmed up first before you do that. Make sure that engine's nice and warm. And then rev her up until she hits the limiter, and you'll hear it. You'll hear it whine if it's too lean. It's almost like a whistling noise, and you'll hear it 4-stroke. And if you know what I mean by 4-stroke, you'll hear it crackle at the top of the rev when it hits the limiter. You want a nice crackle on these old saws, like, for sure. Yeah, I've got two 24-inch original McCulloch hard tip bars there. I've got a chain, but it's one of them. I've got a chain for one of them, but it's one of those safety chains there. I've cleaned up one of the bars, it's ready to go. But you just can't find the right chain. I'm sure I could find one that would work. I've been thinking about, like, what is it? I think them McCulloch bars are 1.3, 50 gauge or whatever it is. That's the thickness of the rails. So I've been thinking 325, maybe a 325, 1.3 wood fitter. But the only thing is, it's finding the right drive linkage length. I think them 24-inch McCulloch bars are 82 drive links, and I've already looked up, and I think I found one, but I can't remember whether it was suitable. I think it was maybe a 1.5 58 gauge or something. But yeah, maybe get the old McCulloch bar, put on a 24-inch, sharpen that old chain up, get them rakers grinded right down, see how she cuts. Or maybe not, I might just not do it. This thing could do with a sharpen, like, she's still cutting nice, but it definitely could do with a little scrub, clean up. So yeah, let me know in the comments which saw is you like the most, and let me know in the comments out of all the ones I've been running lately. I know what my favourite is. I like them all, truthfully. Yeah, they're all nice saws, but I like the 1010 because it's so light and it's powerful, and I definitely like that 700. That's a real nice saw to run. This is really nice to run. I just need some big wood there. Some big wood to put her in, because that's what she needs. This is way too small for it, man. Yeah, and that the Super Pro 60 is a nice saw as well. And that 800 wasn't a bad saw, but I didn't like the sound of it. It felt nice, like running it, but that exhaust what's on it kills it. And plus, well, if it didn't have that big exhaust on it, it would be alright. In like a nice little exhaust like that, it wouldn't be too bad. But and I don't really like the styling of them, the newer the newer 800, like the 800s and the newer 850s with the big high back cover. I don't like the style of them. I like the style of these ones. They're all old looking ones there. But yeah, enough rambling. I'm going to start her up again and let her idle. Yeah, another thing I want to mention right quick. When you pick and open the colour cup, if the fuel line feels a bit hard, if it's got no fuel in it, if it's not a running saw, if it feels a bit hard, if it's got no holes in it, and if it does feel a bit hard, just put some fuel in that tank and let it sit. Another thing, if it's leaking at this at the partition wall between the tank and the airbox, if you put some fuel in that tank and let it just always have a little bit of fuel in that tank, it keeps the rubber, it'll make the rubber nice and pliable and soft, and it'll make it expand, so it'll close that hole up in that partition wall and you won't have any leaks. So always have a little bit of fuel in there just to keep that fuel line nice and plush. So you don't really, 9 times out of 10 you do not need to replace that fuel line. You just need to let it, put some fuel in that tank and let it soak, let it loosen up. And again, I want to give Bell Upper a shout out because he helped me. He helped me with one of his videos get this saw sorted. So shout out to Bell Upper. Get over to his channel and go and give him a watch, because he's an awesome dude. He's funny. He's funny as heck. So yeah, go and give him a watch. So I'll try her with no choke. Give it a few prime and pumps. Oh, fuck yeah. Jesus. She ripped the cord right out of me out there, I'm there. I'll see you on the next one.